Okay, what's up traders? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can actually use our three-step process to position trade. Okay, now if you're new to trading and you don't know what position trading is, let me just begin this video by explaining to you what position trading is. Okay, so position trading is actually a longer time frame trading methodology whereby you actually hold a position from anywhere between weeks, to months. Okay, so basically you want to do it for the longer term. Okay, you are not too keen on entering and sitting within a day or within a week, right? Maybe perhaps you are busy, right? You have a full-time job, you're unable to check the chart, or perhaps you just don't like the idea of managing your positions every single day because it can be quite taxing, right? So perhaps position trading is actually for you. Okay, so if you want to adopt position trading, then you want to be looking at the higher time frame. Okay, you want to be looking at the daily, you want to be looking at the weekly, and you want to be looking at the monthly charts. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to give you the 3 steps that will work for you if you want to position trade. Okay, I will go over the 3 steps and then I'll give you examples, right? I'll give you examples of how to actually identify the good levels, right, to enter, and how you can actually use this process to position trade. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, the first step that you want to do is you want to install the volume indicator. Okay, actually before that, the prerequisites is, let me just write it out here for you, volume indicator. Okay, so in this so-called trading system that I'm going to teach you, you only need one indicator, and this is a free indicator. Okay, currently on tradingview.com, right? This is TradingView, is a web-based trading app, right? It's free. If you do not know, just check it out. Okay, I have a YouTube video talking more about this platform. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to assume that you know. If you don't, go watch that video. Okay, so you want to add in this volume indicator. So how do you do it? You come over here, indicators and strategies, and you just type volume. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Okay, so you should see the volume at the bottom over here. Okay, so the first step that you want to do is you want to identify the market structure. Okay, so let me just explain what market structure is. Okay, so in trading, there's only really 3 outcomes. Okay, you have a trending, right? You're bullish. Okay, trending. Or rather, yeah, you kind of only have 2 outcomes, sorry, not 3, 2. It's either trending or consolidation. Okay, it's very simple. Trending, it can be a bullish trend, right, meaning it's going up, or it can be a bearish trend, meaning it's going down. Okay, so the first step that you want to do, the first question you always want to ask yourself when you are, position trading, right, is what is the market structure? Okay, that's very important. So how do you tell the market structure? You look at the trend, okay? So how do you tell if price is actually an uptrend? Now you want to identify the swing points. The swing point means the major turning points, okay? So let me just plot this out for you, okay? Okay, so in a bullish trend, what you see is you have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low, and then you have a higher high, okay? That's the definition of a uptrend. Okay, let me just write it down for you. Bullish trend. Okay, because you have a low, then you have high, then you have higher low, then you have higher high. Okay, this is a definition of a bullish trend. Okay, so you want to just identify it. Okay, if you're new to trading, you struggle with that. What you can do is you can actually switch the line chart. Okay, switch the line chart, and it should help you see. Okay, this one is I actually do see this, right? But I didn't want to confuse you. Okay, this is actually a very small one. I didn't want to confuse you, especially if you cannot see it yet. Okay, but this is a swing point. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to switch over to the line chart if you cannot, you have difficulty seeing the trend. Okay, another tip is you can also do what I do, use the rectangular and draw the identify the swing points, just like what I did. Okay, that's a bullish trend. Okay, let's talk about the opposite, which is a bearish trend. Okay, a bearish trend is it's really just the opposite. Okay, let me just draw it for you. You have a swing high. Okay, then you have a low, right? You have a lower high, and then you have a lower low. Okay, so that's a very simple concept. You have a high, you have a low, higher, sorry, lower high, lower low. Okay, so let me just write this out, and then we can move on to just a moment. Let me, okay. So in a bearish trend, right? So bearish trend, how do you tell it's a bearish trend? Okay, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high, and then you have a lower low. Okay, I'm sorry if this is kind of elementary to you, right? If you're you've been trading, you have some experience, but just wanted to make sure I cover everything. Okay, I don't want to leave anything ambiguous, and then I'll try my best to give you everything you need. Right, so I want to make sure that even if you're a new trader, you understand what a bullish trend is, what a bearish trend is. Okay, so step number one is you want to identify the trend. Okay, so if you are in a bullish market structure, right, you're in a bullish trend, then naturally you want to be buying. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, if you're in a bearish trend, then you want to be selling. Okay, if you're in consolidation, then you want to buy low and sell high. You want to buy the bridge. Okay, so first step is market structure. Second step, right, is to actually find where is the area of interest. Okay, let me just delete this. Okay, area of interest. Okay, so earlier on in step one, you actually identify your buyers and what you want to do. So for example, now we're looking at gold. Okay, gold, we're looking at gold right now, and you see that we are in uptrend as what I did just now. We're in uptrend, so you want to buy. Okay, so what you do to identify area of interest is you use the indicator. Okay, so you look at the highest volume bars. Okay, so if you look at this whole chart area, you see that this is the highest volume. So what you do is you take the rectangular and just box up the entire bar. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay, but this is quite far from price, so I don't really want to look at this right now. Furthermore, if price would come down here, then probably this trend is no longer true, because price would have made a a new swing low over here. Okay, if it comes down. Okay, so this is a bit far, so let's look for something closer. Okay, you have this bar over here, it's also high volume. Okay, and you have this bar over here. Okay, so you have this bar over here. Okay, but do note that this bar over here, price actually below it. So in this case, this is actually acting as a resistance, not support. Okay, so we identified this as well. Okay, this candle belongs within this zone, so I just leave it like that. The other zone that we haven't drew is this zone over here. You can see that this is candle high volume candle over here. Okay, you want to focus on the highest volume candle. Okay, so this is how you identify the area of interest. Okay, you identify the trend, right, the market structure and your buyers. Step two, you identify the area of interest using the highest volume candle. Okay, what you do is you identify the highest volume candle, then you just use the rectangle to draw the entire zone out. Okay, so because we want to buy, right, we need to look for a candlestick pattern. Okay, so the last step is very simple. You want to look for candlestick pattern of area of interest. Okay. Now, if you kind of don't know how to identify candlestick patterns, okay, I do have a 3-day trading guide that I teach you all this. Okay, I even have a cheat sheet, candlestick pattern cheat sheet. Okay, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can hit the just check out the link and you can download it for free. Okay, that one together with some of my other YouTube videos, right? If you're new, just check them out. Okay, I teach you all this. Yeah, I don't want to go into the specific candlestick patterns, but basically you are looking for a pattern such as a pin bar or an engulfing pattern of the area of interest. Okay, so let's say price is over here now. Okay, earlier on I said that there's resistance above. Okay, so there's two ways you can actually buy. Let me see, how do I? Okay, one way is you wait for price to drop within the zone. Okay, here, look for a candlestick pattern right? It can be engulfing pattern, it can be pin bar. Okay, I won't go into specific candlestick patterns, but look for a reversal candlestick pattern, and then you enter over here. Okay, your stop loss has to go below the candle low. Okay, remember this. Your stop loss always has to go below the high volume candle low. So in this case, you are buying. Let's say you enter here. Your stop loss has to go below. Okay, let me just show it to you. Okay, let's say you enter here. Okay, your stop loss have to go here. Okay, you can put some, just slightly below, put some wiggle room. Okay, wiggle room means you add additional space, right? Because sometimes price will overshot the zone by a bit. Okay, and your target will be the next zone. Okay, so in this case, this zone over here. Okay, if you want to play it safe, then you can take profit just before the zone. Okay, so in this case, something like this. Okay, something like this. So that's how you actually have position trade. Okay, so just a gentle reminder that you are position trading. So this is going to take you time, right? It's not day trading, it's not swing trade. So it might take you, maybe it might take, a week for price to drop, then you might take another 2 more days for price to confirm with a reversal candlestick pattern, and then it might take another 2 weeks for price to go up. Okay, that's how position trading is done. Okay, it takes time. Okay, it's not for everybody. Okay, you need to have a wider stop loss because you're trading on the day chart at the least. Of course, you can trade on a weekly, you can trade on a monthly, but if you are trading on a day chart, chances are your stop loss is much wider compared to day trading or swing trading. Okay, so you need to have a bigger account, right, to cushion the swings in your equity. Okay, and you want to adopt a smaller position size. Okay, you don't want to go big. Okay, so this is how I do it, the 3-step process. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this or you can rewind this video. Now what I like to do is I like to go through more examples, okay, because I think some of the feedback that I got is, through my videos, I got from subscribers is that, hey, you got to show me more examples because the examples really teach, show you how I really do it, right? It's not just theory, it's really practical, okay? So all these are actually, all this feedback actually comes from my Telegram channel. So if you are new, right, you're the first time watching my video on YouTube, make sure you join my free Telegram channel. Okay, it's free. I share with you all my trading signals. Okay, I don't position trade. Okay, but this is one of the strategies that one of our traders here at Financial Market Results, they use this strategy. Okay, and that's his personality. He likes to do a long-term trade. Okay, I do not send out these trades to the Telegram because it's too long. Okay, most people, they don't like this kind. Most people, they like day trading, they like swing trading. But I'm just recording this video because I want to make sure that I cater to the different people who are watching this video. Okay, some people like day trading, some people like swing trading, some people like position trading. Okay, so I want to just cover everything and like to share everything. Okay, so enough of that rant. Let's go into euro dollar right now. So now we're looking at euro dollar. Okay, so first step, ask yourself, what is the market structure? Okay, so in this case, to be honest, it's a bit complex. It's a bit challenging. Okay, you could say that it's bearish. Okay, it really depends on how you see it. Okay, to me personally, I would say that it's more bearish than bullish. So I will just take a reference from this few swing points. Okay, so you see I'm always doing the same thing, right? I'll just keep doing the same thing. Right, identify the market structure. Okay, so the market structure right now is bearish. So what do you want to do if bearish? You want to be selling. Okay, you want to be selling. So let's identify an area of area of interest. Okay, so you see that there's this high volume candle over here. Okay, so this is not a very good example already because price is it's kind of you can't really tell whether it's being supported or resisted. Okay, so you want to draw this level. Okay, you also want to draw this entire level. Now this candle over here is way too wide. Okay, I don't really like to use this candle because it's too wide. Okay, but I mean you can use this, right? You can just know that this whole entire zone, as long as price doesn't break below this zone, then you probably will not see a very big movement down. Okay, that's how you interpret the candlestick patterns. Okay, so you also want to look at the past over here. So you see that there's this super high volume candle over here also, right? This candle over here, it is relevant also, but it's too high. Okay, in fact, if you draw this, let me just show you something. You see the power of this. If you draw this candle, previously, where did price pull back to? It pulled back to this zone nicely. You see how powerful it is? You see how powerful it is to identify a, a resistance using this strategy, okay? You put your stop loss above, okay? You're safe. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, but anyway, back to the matter at hand. Over here, you have the large volume one over here, highest volume. Just drag it. Okay, so how do I read this? Okay, so right now, right, we are over here. Okay, there's two ways to trade this, right? My preferred way would be for price to go down. Okay, break this low as well, and do a retest, and I'll look for a candlestick pattern over here to short it down. Okay, then the stop loss has to be above this high. Above this candle high. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, area of interest, wait for the candlestick pattern. The other way that I would do, it's, although I don't really like it, would be to look for a short somewhere here. Okay, somewhere in this zone, because you have a what over here? You have a zone of area of interest over here. Okay, but I do not like this. Okay, rationale is because if price comes all the way up here, your swing high, this swing high is being violated. So what you have instead is, let me show you. It's actually kind of like inverted head and shoulders. Let me just show you. Right, we have a left shoulder, head. If price were to go up, okay, that means this swing high is violated. It looks like a inverted head and shoulder, and that's when situation as in the point number one is invalid already. Okay, meaning that the market structure is no longer bearish, it changes to bullish. So you won't want to be selling anymore. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, let me just go through one final example. Let me find a good let me try to find a better example for you so that I can really explain the point. Okay, let me see. Okay, so over here, right here, what we are looking at is we're looking at euro pound. Okay, so question is this a bullish or bearish market? Okay, so if you struggle, switch your line chart, you should see that we are still in a bearish market. Okay, so let me just draw it out for you. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Okay, so we are still bearish. So ideally, you want to be selling. Okay, so how do you find an area of interest? Okay, look at the highest volume. This over here, yes, is the highest volume, but it's too far away. Okay, so we're not interested in this. We're interested in the highest volume near to current price so that we can take action today. Okay, I mean, there's nothing wrong with drawing this, but it's not going to be relevant until at least maybe 2 months later, 3 months later. And I'm not here just to forecast. We're not here just to forecast prices and not trade, right? You want to make money, so you want to look at the nearest price. Okay, so over here is actually the highest volume. This candle over here. So let me just draw it for you. So you can see that price. This is acting as support right now. Okay, which also means that if you want to sell, it's better to wait for price to break this and then come back up. Okay, because you are in a zone of support right now. Okay, but interestingly enough, if you zoom in, right, if you look at this candle over here, you have this resistance here also. Okay, let me just, you have this candle over here. Okay, so what you can do if you want to do a very small stop, small risk trade, right? It's not the highest probability, but it has a very small risk. It's probably wait for price to come up, look for a rejection candle, and then shut it down. Okay, but to be honest, I won't trade this because you are trading in a zone of support as identified here. Okay, so there are many ways to trade it, right? It really depends. The other way is also, you wait for price to do this, right? So that there is a new uptrend. Okay, why is there a new uptrend if this happens? Because you have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low, and you have a higher high. Okay, so if this happens, then you can look for a pullback into this zone here, wait for the candlestick pattern, right? Buy and put your stop loss below this candlestick low. Okay, this high volume candlestick low. Okay, so that's it. So let me just summarize this video. Okay, number one, you want to look at the market structure. Okay, you want to ask yourself whether Are we in a bullish trend or are we in a bearish trend? Okay, if we're in a consolidation, you can choose to buy low and sell high, or you can choose to stay out. Okay, my recommendation would be to stay out. Okay, you want to stick to the trending trades first. When you have more experience, you're able to make a profit, then you switch to the ranging scenario. Okay, the consolidation, right? Buying low, selling high. Okay, that's step number one. Number two, you look for the area of interest by using the high volume indicator. Sorry, the volume indicator. You want to look for spikes in volume. Okay, this tells you where the institutional players are putting their money. The highest volume, right? Means the most money is, most trades are happening, right? That's the definition of high volume, right? Then you want to map out like a zone like this. Okay, after you map out, then the last step is you want to look for a reversal. Okay, look for a reversal through a candlestick pattern. Enter, put your stop loss below or above the candle. Okay, if you are buying, then you want to put below the low of the candle. If you are selling, you want to put above the high of the candle. Okay, so just a final reminder, if you're new to trading, you're struggling, right? Make sure you download a copy of our day trading guide. Okay, it's free. Okay, I recommend you to do that. Okay, over position trading, because position trading takes a lot of patience and you cannot learn as fast because you take less trades. Okay, but if you're doing swing trading, day trading, you take more trades, you get more experience, right? You build up your experience faster. So there's a complete strategy inside. So step-by-step process, something like this and more. Right? I talk about candlestick patterns, right? I talk about how to identify trend also. So make sure you download that. Okay, if any questions about how to apply this position trading strategy, right, just comment down below. Right, let me know your thoughts. Right, if you struggle with anything, or if you want to, do a case study and send it to us for us to, give you some feedback. Feel free to do that. We are here to help. Okay, but you need to let us know what you need help with. Okay, so thanks for your time. I'll see you in the next video.